Welcome back to Power Women Wednesday. Each week we drive into real conversations happening inside our community of outspoken women. Joining me in studio is Claire Brown with Little Rock PowerWomen. Claire, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Faith. So glad to see you.
Yes, it's always a good time. So today we're asking, why do we feel the way we feel? And we're talking about getting along with others. That is a big conversation.
It is a big conversation, you know, and I mean, there are rules in the group, right? And so when people don't play by the rules or mind their manners, then they get eliminated. And you know, it's something in our world today, right? Because we've seen a lot of people not getting along lately, and holidays are here, and we're gonna have to see people that we may not get along with very well.
That is very true.
At the table, and so it's important to give yourself and give others space and grace. Yeah. And what does that look like?
And you brought it up. I think, you know, the holiday season is a time for family, getting around the table, eating good food, but if you're not careful, things can go left with certain conversations. Right. What do women, and really anyone watching, what do people need to know when it comes to not triggering people or avoiding certain conversations?
Right. Well, and I think what's really important is to don't make someone suffer for the manners that you weren't ever taught. I mean, right?
That's a good one.
It is. It is. And so, and I say that quite often in the group when I have to get on there and kind of mother everybody, if you will. And what I'll say is that always think about what you're saying before you say it. And I know that sounds simple, and many of us were taught that
when we were younger, but not everyone has it.
Right. And then the other thing, you ask yourself questions of, is this really worth my time? Is this really worth me engaging in? And is this going to make a difference to me in 5 years? Is this conversation really going to make a difference to me a year from now, 5 years from now? Or is this just for the present moment? Because the real fact is that, is me saying something going to change this person? Is me saying something going to change this scenario? Most of the time, no. So then why waste your energy?
That's true. So if someone does find themselves in a situation, whether it's in the Power Women group, whether it's in a different group chat, a family group chat, whether it's around the table, and they find themselves in, you know, having these difficult conversations where someone's like, this conversation is not for me, I want to bow out, what would you recommend them doing? I mean, is it as simple as just walking away, or what are some of those things that women can do?
It is as simple as walking away, or saying to whomever or wherever in that moment of, thank you so much, and this is no longer serving me, and I'm so sorry, but I really don't have anything to add here that's going to be beneficial to any of us at this time. And I do give thanks for you, and I'm going to give thanks somewhere else right now. I'm going to give thanks enough to walk away.
That's good stuff. And I mean, how do people, not even just generally with conversations, but I think we're at a time now where people are so polar opposite, whether it's politics, differing in religions or opinions. How can people better understand each other while also being respectful?
Well, you know, we as a whole, as a people, unfortunately have traded respect for hate. And I don't know why that is. And I think we have to look at each other and say, you know what? That is someone else's child. That is someone else's mother. That is someone else's father, someone else's son. And someone else loves them just as much as I love my children, just as much as I love my parents, just as much as I love my siblings. And I'm not going to choose to hurt my own and who I choose to love in my circle. And I don't want them to hurt me and my own. So why are we choosing? It's a choice. Let's be very, very clear.
It's always a choice.
It's a choice. Why are we choosing to hate? Why are we choosing to disrespect? And why are we choosing to project the fact that we can't seem to love others the way that we are also choosing to not love ourselves?
Very deep words there. I love that. Okay, well, if you find yourself at the dinner table this holiday season, these are some tips that you might want to implement when it comes to just better handling conflict and also resolution. So thank you so much for joining us here today. Always a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Faith.